It's your boy Slim the Fox with a review of the movie Mindcage. The movie Mindcage starts with a character, Jake, played by Martin Lawrence, who's a cop, a homicide cop, who's called to a church to investigate a recently murdered woman whose body has been hung up in front of the church like an angel sculpture. Like her body's been painted white and like angel wings are clipped to her. And Jake is a little uneasy about seeing this like murder and like I guess artistic sculptured deceased body who was basically discovered by a pastor at a church. His partner, Mary, is already there. You know, she's kind of, it's a normal homicide case for her. The way the body is like positioned and look, you know, it's not easy. It's not regular for her that way, but she's kind of like clueless to why Jake is acting a little funny about the whole scenario. Later comes to find out that the same style of killing of the first body is the same style of a killer that Jake was involved with arresting several years ago by the name of the artist, played by John Malkovich, who's a little reserved in his role than he has been in his last several movies where he's more like erratic and a wild acting. He's a little more he's pretty much laid back in this role. But anyway, so who's basically the artist is basically in a psychiatric ward type prison where he's locked in or locked up, if you will. So, you know, they pretty much realize that they have a copycat on their hands that is copying the way and styles, the way he did murder several years ago. During the arrest of the artist in the past, Jake and his partner were pursuing him, and basically the car got involved in some kind of accident, and Jake's partner set himself on fire, according to Jake, and Jake ended up with burns on his body. At first, it's kind of weird how the story kind of played out. You think Jake is kind of not telling the truth, something don't feel right about the whole incident. But anyway, Mary decides that, you know, she wants to go and talk to the artist and maybe he could help with solving these copycat murders that, you know, of the person who's killing now, who's basically is killing people in the style that he used to. And he agrees to help her in a sense. He's kind of like giving her clues here and there. And as the bodies start piling up, because the copycat started putting their work in, you know, he started piling up bodies of his own. And he leaves little clues to like personal items to both Jake and Mary. So they're kind of like, what's going on? What's going on? They go to the artist, and the artist is like still getting them little clues here and there, but not enough to make them be able to just straight out solve the case. Time goes on, and the bodies continue to pile up, and Jake's personal demons are brought to the surface about things he's going through, and Mary's personal life is brought to the surface about things that's going on with her and her family by, you know, the story itself, and the artist brings out some stuff about personal issues with Mary. And eventually towards the end, it's a little twist at the end. I'm not gonna give it away. It takes the movie itself has a sort of supernatural feel to it, and so that's added effect to it. The lighting in it has the psychological thriller lighting to it, and which is kind of like a dark but not all the way dark feel to it. The acting was cool. I mean, Martin Lawrence, he did his thing. I mean, it wasn't like over the top acting. John Malkovich, for his character, he was, like I said, laid back, reserved, which is, you know, at first it's kind of like, okay, he ain't gonna wild out, but no, he's reserved, so his acting was cool. The person who played Mary, she played her part cool. The story itself was there. It was cool. It wasn't the whole movie. It was just a cool little psychological thriller. It wasn't no mind blower. I mean, like I said, a couple twists at the end, but it was cool. But it wasn't something that you're going like, whoa. It wasn't something that just like take you out of your seat. But it was cool. I mean, it was this nice. I wouldn't say laid back. I'm not gonna call it a psychological thriller laid back, but it was cool flick. It held my attention, and it, you know, it got us. The story was just cool. I'm gonna give Mindcage 2.8 angels paintings out of 5. If you know got a little break in your day and you want to watch something that's a little interesting to watch, but take up a few hours of your time, give it a try. And it's your boy Slim the Fox signing out. Peace.